No, Kellen, no. And speaking of jiu-jitsu,
Oh yeah, jiu-jitsu. Silly, jiu-jitsu. Yes. What about
speaking of
jiu-jitsu?
jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
what got you into jiu-jitsu?
Um.
Was it Justin, or was it?
Yeah, it was
Did you
just.
do any form of martial art
Yeah.
before?
So I remember. So this was a while back when I was in middle school. My first martial arts was actually, it was still jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
Middle school was the first time I did
before
jiu-jitsu.
here.
Before here.
Wow.
But what happened was, I started it off doing jiu-jitsu, and then I went to a class. And when I did the class, I was very intimidated because the environment there was kind of, it was like train hard or go home kind of mentality. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like train hard or go home kind of
Yeah.
mentality. So of course I wanted to train hard, but I was in middle school, really chunky kid, brand new, stamina's not that high. So one move, armbar,
Oh yeah.
10 breaths.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was me.
Yeah. So, and I remember, not traumatized, but I think what got me to quit was, I remember there was this one guy I rolled with or did jiu-jitsu with, starting off now as a one month in. And then I remember the guy telling me, "You want to roll?" And I told him, "Yeah, is it okay if I roll with you?" And then he said, "Okay, but if we roll, I'm not gonna stop. We gotta keep going." And I was like, "Dang." Felt like an arrow being struck into my heart. I was like, "Ooh,
that's
God."
brutal, especially for being brand new.
Yeah, he was
that'll discourage you. I think.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to.
I mean, granted, looking back at it, that discouraged me a lot, and I just ended up just dropping it because it turned, the environment that I felt going in was really like I couldn't breathe. Does that make sense? I can't breathe. I can't really go out there. So that but I was just nervous and scared of it. So I ultimately quit. But going back into it, jiu-jitsu, how that happened was when Justin opened the gym up and everything, and then I started working out. I became a coach, right? And after I became a coach, me, him, and actually, Thomas, Takamori, yeah. So Thomas, yeah. If you see this video, hi Thomas. Yeah. So
we miss you, Thomas.
We miss you, Thomas. Yeah. So, yeah, me, him, and well, actually, Justin and Thomas first started doing jiu-jitsu first, and they kind of like was doing like sessions with each other. It's just him. It's just him and Thomas. And then afterwards, I think Thomas brought the idea to me that, oh, you should do jiu-jitsu with me and Justin because he's teaching a bit and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah. And this is when Justin was a brown belt, right? Oh no, not even
purple.
No, this was when it was a purple. Ow, sorry, purple belt. So, I was like, okay, let me try it out. And then, we had like the blue mats in the beginning.
Yeah, I remember the old mats.
Yeah, the old mats, that blue. I think it was blue. Yeah, it was the blue mats.
It was the blue ones.
Yeah, and then
one of them was real beat up, and the other one was like pretty good still.
It smelled like a men's locker room, right? Yeah, that's how it's done its job.
Oh yeah,
that's how it's done its job.
That's how you know.
But yeah, it was just us three, and then we rolled together, and we just kind of started off from there. That's small.
I remember
3 of us, and then Alan got interested, and she went in to do jiu-jitsu, and then we used to when things were not big, we used to train in her garage, Alan's garage.
Really?
Yeah. So we used to train in Alan's garage before all of this started.
Wow.
So it was me, Thomas, Alan, and Justin. And my fiance actually went in a few times to try it out too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. So it was at her garage, and we just had the mats.
Took those mats there. You brought the mats.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's how we.
That's crazy.
That's how we started, and now it's jiu-jitsu's in the name, and we have so many people like you.
It's been a journey, bro.
Luke, Donovan, and all of Caroline, everyone. Like it's absolutely amazing how far it came.
Big time. And now you're thinking about competing Nagas too, coming up.
Yeah.
Talking about weight loss journey and like coming that far, and you're almost there at that blue belt.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Yeah.
And
like
getting there, bro. Like you smash me all the time. So it's like,
okay, wait.
Yeah.
For those of you listening to those words,
no.
It's not true.
Oh,
that is not true. It's not true. We're like, honestly, Jojo, when we roll together, I enjoy it because we flow, but at the same time, if we up the pace, we up the pace.
Mm.
At least to me, I think so, you know. And whatchamacall, I would have never thought to be even near my blue belt, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Compared to like, if you asked me three, you know, years ago, if you told me that you're gonna get your blue belt one day, I'm like, what? I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu that long? Yes, it's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
me in the past, yes.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, me too. I've never thought of been doing jiu-jitsu.
really?
No. Like I remember I played basketball in my life. I've only thought of doing boxing.
Oh,
I honestly never learned about jiu-jitsu till Rod. You remember Rod?
Rod, yeah, I love Rod.
I never got into jiu-jitsu until I met him. So before that, I
Oh,
did a little bit of boxing, but once I met Rod and he introduced me to jiu-jitsu, I was like, oh, this is a different style, like
very different.
very different. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of holding, and
yeah,
it's just grabbing. It's a
yeah.
lot of grabbing.
Learning how to manipulate people's joints and like
Yeah.
I think it's good too because like when you're on the street, um, and you physically throw a punch or something, you can I think you can get charged with
Yeah.
something. But when you use like jujitsu and it's kind of an act of self-defense,
Yes.
so that's what I like about it.
Yeah, that's the awesome thing. I keep telling people for self defense and jiu-jitsu. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't do boxing
Oh
or
yeah,
anything. Yeah, you go do martial arts to your heart's
yes,
to your
yeah,
heart's desire.
yeah,
But in terms of self defense, jiu-jitsu is one of those options that's
yeah,
very good. Just because you can immobilize a person,
yes,
you're not physically bruising
yeah.
or breaking
You're giving
anything.
them the option.
Yes,
You
yeah,
can kind of like
yeah,
hold them and be like, hey, calm down a little bit.
you know.
I don't want to do this. Don't want to hurt
If someone told me you gotta calm down the way Jojo did just now, I would calm down instantly.
you.
You gotta calm down just a bit. You come on, man, and I'll be
Yeah,
like, oh,
and you're like holding them too, like if you're on someone's back, like
yeah,
I need you to calm down.
yeah,
I would calm down right away. I would be so scared. I mean, especially not knowing what to do. I can't imagine like me, my very first, like never done jiu-jitsu, and I can't imagine like getting on the street if I were to act up and someone was on my back and like they were telling me to calm down. I would be so flustered. I wouldn't even know what to do.
yeah. It's just so interesting. Like I can't even imagine you being. I can't imagine you being that. Oh, what, bro? Like I can't
Yeah,
even imagine you doing that.
definitely not. Definitely not.